Real Salt Lake back in training here at Rio Tinto Stadium, coming off Saturday's 4-1 loss on the road in Montreal. Next up for Real Salt Lake at home and seeing the return against Jason Kreis and New York City FC.
I think the space between our forwards and defenders was just too much, and you're asking your midfielders to cover way too much ground, especially on a night where if you give the ball away cheaply, it's a lot of running. And I thought our back line was a little disjointed. If one person makes a mistake, someone's got to be there to cover, and I didn't think we did a good job of that against Montreal.
Just try to keep it positive as much as you can and believe in ourselves that it's going to click, and it's taken longer for sure, the results, but we're not too far out of where we need to be, and 2-3 games in a row will get you right back at top, and this league is so up and down that anybody could beat anybody, and we just got to get rolling and get back to winning ways.
I think it's a combination of, different personnel. We got very good players here, but it takes time to gel, and then obviously implementing new styles and new formation and kind of struggling to come to grips with that. So we have been a team in search of our identity this year. Usually we've had pretty much the same players every year. So when we start off, it's just like, okay, here we go again. We know how to do this. And we still know how to do this. We're just, struggling to find out how.
It's set to be an emotional match. Not only the return of Jason Kreis, Miles Joseph, and C.J. Brown, the entire coaching staff that used to be here at Real Salt Lake, but also the return of guys like Chris Winger, Josh Saunders, Ned Grabavoy.
We're looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun to see those guys and have a face-to-face conversation with those guys. It's been a while, but I'm sure once the game gets going, it's going to be competitive as ever, and we'll both be wanting to get a win.
It's another game that we want to get 3 points. It's plain and simple. I think it's going to be hyped up for sure because Jason's coming back, and deservedly so because he meant so much to this club. But we got to focus on ourselves and getting 3 points.
I think if I play against Ned, there's going to be some fun out there and some laughs that maybe wouldn't happen usually. And I think it's just going to be fun. We'll turn it off, but at the end of the day, we respect each other, and there'll be respect on both sides, off the field, on the field. And so I think we're just looking for hopefully an entertaining game and one that we come out on top.
I think the added excitement of Jason and all the players and Miles and everyone and CJ coming back, it has the excitement, which makes it easy for a coach because it's already built up. So now we shouldn't have to worry about that. We got to worry about how we're playing.
Obviously, all those guys have been great servicemen for the club. They've done a tremendous amount, but this weekend isn't going to be about that. It's not going to be about them. It's going to be about us needing 3 points at home, and actually they're in the same situation. They need 3 points as well, so that's all it's going to be.
It's been a tough start to the season for New York City FC. Just one win in their first 7 matches, but they're coming off a 2-2 draw at home, a game in which they played down a man for the better part of 70 minutes.
Similar to us, they're playing very good at times and then not so well at times, which is most teams in our league right now. And it's about making sure you don't pay for your mistakes that you're making, that you're in good shape. But it's 2 teams that obviously need good result, and we're at home. And we have to get 3 points at home. That's got to be our mentality.
I know they have quality players that can win games for them, so we're going to have to quiet those guys, and we're going to have to create chances and finish them when we can. It seems like that's what games are coming down to right now, is just a team who's finishing their chances earliest, and so we're going to look to get sharp this week and hopefully be sharper than them on the weekend and win the game.
Every time you play at home, it's a must 3 points. That's got to be your mentality. But for us, it's about really having a good 90-minute game, because in each game we've played well at times and then been exposed at times. And we're still looking for that complete game.